Hello everyone, welcome to my little overview of Miro Keller's Lil Ninja, the board game. This is my prototype I made for the playtesting, so let's open the box and see what's inside. Here are the rules. This is the target board. I'll explain what these means later. These are some markers and the barriers. Here we have cards with the symbols. We have like magic or fire, love or heart. We have, this is brothers in the war. This is weapons. We have yin yang or balance. We have money, food, technology. These are the symbols in the game. It's 8. These symbols are as well on these squares, these are the squares for the board. And then here we have the pawns and the numbers, the dice. So let's start with the frame. So I have it color coded here. So it's this with this. And then this one over here. Like this. And now inside this frame, we'll do a 4x4 grid with these symbols. So we just put them in random order. Done. Now, in the finished game, this will be printed on the frame itself, so it won't be necessary. This is just to mark where the beginning and the crown is. And these are the wormholes, which this means that this and this is the same square. So you can go for free from there to there. So we have the pawns. I took this from another game for the playtest. And this is the crown, what I'm using as a crown right now. It's just like a little piece that you can use. Can you see it there? We have the dice. So now let's put the numbers on the squares. There are numbers that are twice, and there are numbers that are only there once. The most uncommon ones, which are the number 2, the 3, and the 11 and the 12, are only once there. They are marked with a star. So the other numbers are twice there. So for example, the 4 is here and here. The number 5 is here and here. So when the dice are thrown, let's say for example a 5. So every player, everyone, every time the dice are thrown, will get cards. And in this case, a 6 would mean like weapons and balance. So you would get, let's make stacks out of these. This is the target board. This will be used when a 7 is thrown. And then this has to be placed in some place that is at the same distance from all player if possible. And then we'll put it over here. And let's just put the stacks of cards over here. Maybe the other ones on the other side. Well, actually, let's put them on the other side. Usually you put them on the other side. I don't know why I did it. Let's just put them the other side around. So on the cards themselves, you can see there are like these combinations, and you have to realize that the symbols don't mean anything special. Like, it's just a symbol, so you have to combine them to do different actions, and you have actions which are move to, you move across these lines. So 1 and 2 would be a movement, and then you have move 1, which would be 1, and you can move the pawn of the other one. Let's say this pawn is there, you could move the pawn of the other 1, for example. You can place a barrier, or you can, let's say this is another barrier that's there, and you remove a barrier. And then you can also pick up the crown. The crown starts out here, so you have to go there, and then once you're here, you pay the price. In this case, for example, it would be with this card and this card. You could combine these two, and you pay them, and then you can put on the crown. And now everyone on the way back, oh, let me put this on. There you go. So on the way back, this is it, whoever reaches the goal, whoever enters with their pawn into the finish wins. It doesn't matter how much they walked or how much barriers they built or whatever. The only thing that matters is who gets the crown into the finish. So on the way back, the other players can steal the crown from you if they go on the same spot to you and pay one of these combinations. For example, this is another one, brothers and yin yang. And then you change the crown from here to here. And now red, if red gets into the finish, then red wins. But of course, until there, it can be stolen again. And let's say, and you can like place up to 3 barriers on the same place. So let's say this is really, really locked down. So like this. So now let's say the battle continues and they move there. And now whoever is able to remove these barriers and walk 1 with the crown on wins. So for example, red, if it happens that red has, for example, this to remove 1 and this to remove the other one, they're written on here. So you pay this, and then you would need 1 for walking. Like for example, let's take this one and this one. Let's say red had that one. So you pay, you pay to remove the barriers, and you walk 1. So now red won. All right. So let's start again. Maybe I rushed it a little bit. So let's say there are 3 players. So okay. So something I didn't say. You see, everyone starts with 4 cards of their own choosing. So for example, let's say I'm player violet, and I take food and yin yang and hearts. It's useful to just like start with something to do already, and then something else. So, and everyone does that. So then we start, like everyone throws a dice to see who starts, but then the player 1 starts, and this was, for example, an 11. Let's just say it's valid, and then it's money. So everyone gets money, one money here, 1 money there, 1 money here, and then everyone chooses another card of their own. So I choose, for example, technology, and the other one chooses weapons, and the other one chooses brothers. So that's the what happens with the dice. If there was a 7, everyone would race to put 1 card inside the target board. So, and whoever wins that race, so for example, let's say like this was the result. So whoever wins, which in my case would be this one, this player, and then whoever wins gets either 2 free movements, 1, 2, or 2 barrier actions. Put 2, or if they wear 1, remove one and put another one, or remove two, or take two cards. So in this case, for example, I choose to walk two. So, oh, I was violet. Sorry. So now, next player. It's a 7? No. All right, so relax. And now it's a 3. Then you have on a 3, oh, again, like it's food and your own choice. So let's say I'm not really thinking through here, I'm just taking something. And so now, and this happens, like the next person also moves 2, and then this one moves only 1 maybe, whatever. And then the battle goes, like as I explained earlier, until the crown gets into the finish line. When you get here, you can like move, for example, say you were here and you move 1 here, and then you can continue here, 2 here, for example. Like it's a wormhole. You get for free, you get from one place to the other. So it doesn't get you nearer the end, because it's the same distance from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from here than just going straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just the same distance. But it's useful if, for example, the other person with the crown is here. So now it's way, and you're here, it's way farther to go this way than go through here, and then you're right there, you know. So it's useful to get the crown easier. Another thing that has to be said is you cannot like accumulate cards infinitely. There's a limit. If you have 3 of the same symbol and you get another one, then you have to take these 3 and exchange them for some other symbol. So, and you can choose this one again if you want. But I mean, for example, now I changed 3 to 1 for another one of these. So you cannot have too many cards. You have to be careful. If you have 3, it's better to spend them than to keep accumulating and maybe lose them. And I don't know. I think I showed quite a lot of the game right now, and I hope this has been entertaining for you to have an idea of how the game goes. I got a bit nervous, sorry, and have a nice day.